The finalists will go to one of Europe's most breathtaking royal castles to showcase their talent to the world, with celebrity judge Pia Mia. Welcome to InfluenceME reality show Global Casting Call. This is your life-changing TV deal and $100,000 in cash to be titled as the most relevant digital creator. Applications are open to digital creators, influencers, TikTokers, YouTubers, Instagrammers, fashion models, designers, bloggers, makeup artists, beauty influencers, hairstylists, health and fitness advocates, actors and stage roles, travel and lifestyle content creators, and more to become the cast of the hottest TV reality series for 6 episodes, $100,000 in cash, and your life.
Hey babes, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I literally have no words, you guys. Okay, so I've planned this video out, so I'm gonna kind of explain to you guys what is going on, because as you can see by the title, this is not at all like one of my regular videos. This is literally life-changing. So if Gucci, hi, you want to be in the video? So I will introduce kind of like what's going on. So I'm still in shock. I did not think anything would come out of this. I kind of applied to this as like haha, yeah, as if this would really happen. And I got an email from InfluenceME TV that says that I made it through the first round. So the second round is why I'm here in front of you guys today. I feel like I'm like putting my candidacy for like president or something, but I need your guys' help to make it through the second round. So I'm gonna kind of tell you guys what InfluenceME TV is and kind of explain everything, because there's really cool things happening right now. I am loving the mental health aspect of this, so if you guys are interested in all of that, definitely keep on watching. So let's start off with what is the contest. So InfluenceME TV is a new reality show that is airing for the first time. There is no previous seasons of this. This is like the first real season, and it is basically a reality TV show for influencers, so for content creators. What's really cool about this is that there's different categories. So there's some health and fitness, there is some beauty tutorials, there is whatever kind of influencer you guys can think of. There is a category for them in InfluenceME TV. So it's really cool, because we're actually going to be competing against people of our own category in the following bracket. So if like I would be in the category 50K and under, because my social media has less than 50K followers. And then I think there's like the 50 to 100K or something like that. So it's all by category. And then at the end, there's going to be 20 influencers, content creators in literally a castle in Germany competing for $100,000 cash. So that would be obviously the ideal scenario, but to get to the second round, so the first round, they review your application and then they let you know if you got in or not. So I made it through that first round. And then the second round is the voting round. So I need your guys' help to make it through that round, and whoever gets the most votes goes into the third round. So basically, it is a reality TV show, and I will be putting out content for you guys and just collecting votes over the next 2 months. So the voting starts today when you guys are watching this video, or the day this goes out, March 8th. And the really cool part that I love about this contest is that they have actually partnered up with a mental health advocacy organization called the Jed Foundation, or the Jed Foundation. And what this organization does, I will link all of their information below, the link and everything, but it is a mental health organization that partners with schools and youth groups, especially for youth. So I will read to you guys their slogan and their mission, because I don't want to even take their words out of context. This is just, it's so well written, and it really describes what they do. So the Jed Foundation, their slogan is "Together we're changing and saving lives." And the mission is, the Jed Foundation is a non-profit that protects emotional health and prevents suicide for our nation's teens and young adults, giving them the skills and support they need to thrive today and tomorrow. And then if you go on their website, it tells you like all the organizations that they work with. Over 8 million people have interacted with JED programs that provide help for themselves or a loved one. And then it just goes into all of their different initiatives, and these are just so heartwarming. They really are like an amazing organization, and I've thoroughly looked into this because I think it's really important to know what you're actually donating to or what you're actually going to be participating in. And this foundation is legit, you guys. It is just it really comes and hits home for me because I personally have struggled with mental health. I want to say for the most part of my life, maybe not all of it, because you know, when I was a little kid, I didn't really know about mental health and I didn't really feel anything. Like my first memory, I think I was like 4 or 5. And until that point, I was just kind of like living life. But even until this year, I won't even lie to you guys, I'll be completely honest. I have struggled with a lot of different mental health disorders. I have struggled with addiction. And I will link a video for you guys that I made when I first started YouTube about 2 years ago. And I speak very candidly, very openly, and very honestly about the struggles that I have gone through and different things that have happened in my life, and specifically in relation to addiction. It is definitely hard to watch if you are an emotional person. I try to explain to the best of my ability different things that have happened and kind of like how I got out of there. So if you're interested, definitely watch that. But mental health and addiction go hand in hand, and many people who struggle with one have the other. And yeah, I don't even know where to start. Let's start with my first diagnosis. I was diagnosed with severe OCD. I was about 14, I believe, and I still have OCD. Doesn't really go away, but I have found different coping mechanisms for my OCD and different tics and obsessive compulsive actions and thoughts that I have. I have definitely turned it into a positive, so I'm very big on cleaning and organizing, a little too intense sometimes, but that is how I cope with my OCD. I've also struggled with anxiety and depression. This last year, I have not talked about with you guys. I lost 2 grandmothers within less than a year of each other. And one of them was literally like my second mom. She helped raise me, and since she passed away in June of 2021, so it's been just a little bit over 6 months, I have definitely, my mental health had spiraled at one point, and it has been very difficult to accept that she's gone. I still am very in denial, and it's just been a learning process about how I don't think it really gets easier. I think it just starts to feel more normal. So after a while, it'll just kind of feel like she's gone, right? Like sometimes I still think she's like on a trip somewhere and she's just not at her house and we're gonna see her again, or you know, that I'll call her and she's gonna answer. But she's gone. You know, we've sold her house. Like she literally does not exist anymore. And that definitely was the hardest thing I've ever gone through in my life. I was there when she passed, and watching her was horrible. And I had PTSD flashbacks from that. Every time I would close my eyes, you know, that's what I would picture. And I did not have, I didn't sleep for many nights. I would cry every day. And this is a little bit more sporadic now. It's definitely, you know, calmed down a little bit, but it is very hard to lose someone. And the grief process is, I think, a process that goes on for a long time. And yeah, it can really affect your mental health. This year was definitely one of the hardest years in my entire life. And coming out of that, I think one of my goals is to help people who are in mental health and addiction issues and just kind of spread the word about talking openly about mental health. I think mental health should be talked about so much more than it is, and we've definitely come a long way from even, 10, 20 years ago, but I don't think it's enough. I think especially for youth, because being a teenager is already so hard. There's so many changes going on, and kids can be mean. Kids can really, really be mean. So yeah, I'm very, very thankful that this organization exists. I don't think I've shared this with you guys. I might have talked about it in the video that I linked, but I actually have 2 degrees in social work in mental health and addiction. So I am a, certified social worker. I don't work in social work right now, but I have, those classes. Through that education, I had the opportunity to actually get certified suicide prevention training, and I still hold those diplomas to this day. I think suicide is, it's a very scary word. It's a very yucky word. And, when you hear it or you read it, it just kind of like hits you and you kind of stop for a second, because it's a very taboo subject. And it's very, very sad that, sometimes the only way out feels like suicide. I've also done internships in, rehab centers, women's shelters, drop-in centers for women victims of violence. I've worked with teenagers, I've worked with adults. Mental health has definitely been a big, big part of my life. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm grateful for everything I've been through. This is not like a sad, pity story. It's, I think, a story of survival. I want to share openly about my struggles, because if it can help even one person, it's a success. And if I can show someone that there is a way out that is not harmful, then I want to do that. Because a lot of times mental health is not validated, and if someone, confides in someone else that doesn't really understand it or accept it and get a response like, go take a nap, or what do you even have to be depressed about, or different things like that. You wouldn't tell that to someone with a broken leg, let's say, well, how come you're in pain? I don't understand, when you can see the broken leg. But because we can't physically see depression, of course, there are symptoms that sometimes we can see, but the hidden, it's because it's a mental health disorder. So because we can't physically see it doesn't mean that it's not real. So that is my 2 cents on mental health. So I kind of wanted to talk about mental health and my personal experience and the segue, because the Jed Foundation is heavily involved in the InfluenceME TV reality show. The way that they're actually involved is the first vote for everybody is free. So completely free, click the link and vote for me. But the rest of the votes are $1 a vote. So $1 equals 1 vote, and partial proceeds of those votes are actually going to the Jed Foundation. So I think it's very, very important. I keep calling it JD, could be Jed, but yeah, so I think it's very important to mention that and to be really honest with you guys. And just, I've always been honest, I've always been candid, and I want to keep that momentum going and keep that open communication with you guys. You guys watch me for my honesty, my openness, to the point that even I don't partner with brands that I don't, feel are good partners for me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys about products or different, if the brand was rude or was condescending, I'm not gonna choose to partner with them, because I don't want to be a person that lies just to partner up with a brand or an organization. Well, on that note, I will finish the mental health topic, and I will kind of move on to a lighter subject to end this video on a fun note. So what this contest means to me is literally a dream come true. I have wanted to be an influencer since I was little. I didn't even know what an influencer was. Like, YouTube was only created about like 15 or 16 years ago, so I was alive for that. So I did have a life before YouTube, and once YouTube was created and I saw the potential of an influencer, of just like a regular person going online and kind of collecting this group of people who share the same values and interests and the same mindsets, like creating content for you guys literally brings me joy. It brings me joy that you guys enjoy watching my content, if that makes sense. Like, it's like when I love I don't know if it's an age thing or what, but I'm not sure what Gucci's doing, but I am at a point in my life that I prefer to give a gift than receive a gift because of the way it makes me happy to see someone else happy. So if that makes sense to you, if you can relate to that, you understand what I'm talking about. But it just, being an influencer is something I've always wanted to do. And as soon as I found YouTube and Instagram started and all those things, I was like, this is it. These people understand what I'm trying to do. And it's just so cool that you guys come on and watch me and support me. So this would literally mean the world to me. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get into the contest. Cross my fingers. I will make it, you know, to the last round at least. But this is literally a dream come true. This is so, so cool. And of course I would share the entire process with you guys and do this for you guys. So yeah, I will have all of the links for voting and about the Jed or Jed Foundation below, and I will link the InfluenceME page. So yeah, I will also be posting on my Instagram about this, so make sure to follow me for updates on there at Brunetteprincesse. All of my socials are linked down below as well, and yeah, this is very exciting, you guys. So more to come on that. So thank you guys so much for your support. The voting starts today, March 8th, and it will go on until May. So we have 2 months. So let's do this. And please like, comment, and share this video. It would just bring me so much joy. And until next time, just know that I love you, you are valued, and be kind to yourselves. Bye, guys.